55 by 5 Manifesting Ritual. Hi everyone. Today's video is back again with another manifestation technique to attract more of anything that you desire or any goal in life. This technique is called the 555 technique. If you want to learn more about how this technique works and the mistakes that you should avoid while utilizing this technique, then keep your attention in this video. But before we begin, I would like to first encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll never miss another manifestation technique from us. Did you do it? Okay, without any further ado, let's get started. This technique is known as the 555 technique. So this is a really simple technique, yet it is quite effective. However, it is not an easy technique to do, since it requires a great deal of focus and attention. So, what is this method all about? It is a simple approach in which you can just focus on one of your desires. You can't focus on too many things with this strategy. So, first, pick one of your goals to manifest. Once you have chosen, you should turn that manifestation into a single statement. I'm manifesting my ideal house, for example. Or, I'm manifesting $1 million in my bank account. Once you've decided on the goal you want to manifest, it's time to get your journal. Now, in your journal, write your goal or objective in the present tense, as if you're manifesting it right now. Then repeat the sentence 55 times. As a result, you must write your goal 55 times. Following that, you must continue this technique 5 days a week. That is why this approach is known as the 555 method. You must write your wish 55 times, 5 days a week, consecutively. So, this seems to be a very simple technique. However, there are several crucial points to remember. And if you learn those things, how to do it, what exactly to do, and what mistakes to avoid, you will get the most out of this technique. But first things first, let me give you an insight as to why this technique is known as 555. This technique is actually rooted from spiritual practice. The number 55 is thought to represent personal power. This implies that focusing on the number 55 elevates your vibration and causes a burst of energy within you. Now, the last number 5 represents the 5 elements. So, basically, the 5 elements are the most important components of nature, right? When you employ this 555 technique, it's as if you're integrating your strength with the 5 elements or natural forces, which means you're awakening your personal power to its fullest degree by writing it 55 times. Then you ask for assistance and support from nature's powers, which is the law of attraction, to assist you in manifesting. This is the ritual's spiritual importance. Now, the primary significance of this ritual is the programming of the subconscious mind. Because when you write something 55 times repeatedly, you are focusing on it. You are both consciously and subconsciously focusing on a desire and writing it down until it is deeply embedded in your subconscious mind. And after 5 days, it becomes stronger and more imprinted in your subconscious mind. Then, you start taking inspiration. Your vibration rises and manifestation begins. However, as simple as it seems, it is not that easy, since many individuals struggle to sit and write their goals 55 times. Thus, I'm going to share some tips with you on how to get the most out of this manifestation process. Now, it is important to remember that you must do this technique for 5 days in a row. There should be no pauses to the flow, because doing so will not have the most impact on your manifestation process. That is the most crucial thing. If you do it for 2 days, then stop for a day, then restart, it will not have the same effect. Also, when writing your goals, desires, or wants, use the present tense as though you are experiencing them right now. So, if you're desperate for that car, you must write, "I am manifesting my dream car." Now, I realize that writing your goal or wish 55 times in a day seems tedious, doesn't it? However, if you are serious about manifesting anything, you really need to do it. Ideally, you should complete it in one sitting. However, you can take 5 or 10-minute breaks in between. You may be wondering, would it be possible if I write 20 statements today and 90 the next day to compensate? That's a big no. It's not going to work. Also, if you are thinking of writing your goal 20 times this morning and 35 times this evening, then think again. You have to complete 55 times today itself. So, you must set aside a specific amount of time till you have completed writing your goal or desire in your journal. Also, you must write your goals by hand rather than on a computer where you may copy and paste it 54 times. Why? It's because when you write, you include all of your body's cells and tissues where energy flows. That is why writing is so effective, particularly in this technique. Now, when is the best time to apply this technique? You can do it at night before going to bed, or in the morning after waking up. Just make sure no one bothers you while you practice this method. Remember that your energy flows wherever your focus goes. And wherever your energy flows, that's where you manifest. That is why this is a process of giving all your attention to one goal for 55 minutes. Then you repeat the process for 5 days. Then how can you improve its effectiveness while you're writing? You must read your goal or desire aloud every time you write it. So after writing the first line, read it aloud. Then after the second sentence, repeat it aloud, and so on. So, at the end of the process, you will have not only written, but also recited your goals and desires 55 times. You might also visualize things in your thoughts while writing. Just imagine yourself driving that car. This will increase the effectiveness of the procedure. The most essential thing to remember is that when you start this technique, you should be in a highly positive attitude with a high vibration. Why? It's because being in a bad or desperate attitude will only create a negative impact and bad energy. If you are not in a good mood, I recommend that you meditate first before doing this approach. Listen to some good music or songs that can increase your vibration. When paired with dedication and positive energy, this 555 technique is a highly effective procedure. Okay, some of you must be thinking that if you write the goal for 55 times in 5 days, are you going to manifest this desire or goal within these 5 days of manifestation? The answer is that you may or may not. Many of you will achieve your goal or desire in just 5 days if you follow the process that I shared. Others may not attain it within these 5 days, but it does not indicate that those rituals were ineffective for you. You may begin to notice results during the following 10 days or 1 week. In certain situations, it may take up to a month to notice the results. Because when you implant something in your subconscious mind, it takes a little bit of time. So, now that you've learned this technique, I want you to try this at your most suitable time. So what are your dreams that you want to manifest? Let us know in the comment section. Also, if you want to see more manifestation techniques from us, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so that YouTube will know that you are interested in our next videos. Thanks, and happy manifesting!